Emotional damage!
Barney error 12.50, the longest and scariest Barney error, 100 punishments version, part 2. I love you less and less the more you turn off your computer. Just think about that. Anyways, you now have the evil punishment, and if you turn off this punishment, I will get the scary punishment. Now you are so antisocially and I scared you with the scary punishment. Also, I am in my scary evil mood because it fits well with this punishment. And if you turn off this punishment, then I will get something more scarier. Now you are so
Oh my god! 27 punishments turned off in over 10 minutes! What a record! Now you got a scarier punishment, and you are punished for... I never thought my hands had to do this, but you left me no choice. I am going to get some Barney error users to deal with you for the next 15 punishments, starting with Media Ethereal Bar 9 Master 759.
That's right, you now have my punishment. Delivered me as Centered 06. Anyways, you are so punished for...
Great. Now you got my punishment. Do you remember me as Andrew Silverman 1? Well, I am here to punish you for...
That's right. You now have my punishment. Why do you always turn off this computer? You knew you were going to be so dead real soon if you do that. Anyways, you are not just punished, but ultra punished for...
That is right, Vlad. You see, I do not believe how much you turned off so many of Barney's punishments. But also, you just had to turn off his only punishment, did you? Well, guess what? You now have my punishment. And why do you always never listen to Barney in the first place? You know this is getting more as you keep shutting down your computer. Now that I have my power to get you punished, your surprise will become more big if you keep messing around with us. However, in reality, you are now banned from this PC4.
Haven't you remembered me, Vlad? Well good, if you did it, I would be glad that this is likely over the 25th time I met you. Anyways, without being off topic, could you just follow the rules instead of leaving this computer just by pressing the power button? Well, now that you're not doing it, you made me so aggravated to the point that you also made this error go crazy. You must be high as frick if you keep making me so mad, and so does Barney as well. Now that I have to punish you in a proper way, you are now...
That's right. Now you got my punishment. I am so mad at you for turning off my friend's punishments. You are now banned from using this computer for...
Now you have my punishment. Just as you keep turning off this PC, it makes our brains go nuts. Anyways, you keep how much you keep doing this just to have future consequences. You should be able to think about this, because turning this thing off will result is to have more repercussions, but into a harsh level. Anyways, you are now...
Well, guess the hell what? You now have my punishment. If this is what you're doing, you must think again, because turning this computer off will never make a better situation to have tough experiences. As I was saying before, you will not escape your fate, which is why your destiny is still here. Now, you are banned from this PC for 56...
That is so it. You now have my punishment. This is what you get for turning off my friend Elijah's punishment. Because of this, I have to ban you for 20...
Guess what? You now have my punishment. Why are you always ignorant to us? You are now banned from your computer privileges for 4...
Would you remember how ridiculous you did before? If this is what you're doing, you will become wrong to me. If this is how possible you made, then all you wanted to do is to make lame stuff and turn off this PC so many times. You will not be able to get away from your fate, because you will never be able to escape. Speaking of fates, it will cause so many consequences and cause them to suffer, just to have them humiliated this much. Like seriously, why do you ever have to delude yourself actually, just to waste any of your time then? Man, I hope your turnoffs will be banned for good. As I was saying, you cannot do this to us, and this is why you will never do this during the era. Now you are banned from this PC for 45,245. Are you freaking serious now? That is it. Time for someone to come on again.
Well, guess what? You now have my punishment because you turned off your computer 540 times. I am doing this because of what you did to my friends. You are banned from this computer for 463...
You seemed so awful to us, did you? Well, guess what? Now, thanks to your violent actions, you have made me so darn insane that you caused the error to go out of control. As for what it was being said before, you have made this more disgraceful when you keep turning that off. On that note, you have to stop turning off this PC, but you apparently keep messing it up when you're not supposed to do that. Like, what the fuck were you doing in there? Okay then, for your punishment, I will be placing a ban from your PC for 7 hours due to how unacceptable your behavior was all about. Anyways, you... Well, looks like we meet ourselves, Vlad. And guess what? You now have my punishment. How come you're not listening to Barney many times and refusing to listen to him? You know you're doing the opposite. Now, for your mistakes, you are absolutely banned.
Great. Just great. You now have my punishment. And I am here to tell you that if you turn off my punishment, then Barney will return with his error punishment. Now you are. That is so it. Time for Barney to return with his error punishment.
You know what? I will get something better. That's what you said last time.
Yep, that is right. For figuring how many times you keep turning it off, do you think you can let me go away? No, that will never be able to work, which means you will have more consequences if you don't stop turning that off. Speaking of which, why do you always never listen to me? You should really think it's getting more serious if you keep shutting down this computer. Now is what I was just saying. I'm now banning you from this PC for 723. Are you even listening or what? I said you would never be able to keep turning off this PC, but instead you keep on doing this just to boot it. No, I just never care about what you wanted, which is why you suck on turning off this computer. If you know what I have been doing this whole time, just stop turning off this PC and leave it alone. If you will never, your PC will be into the risk just to get this destroyed. You are now banned from this device for I have scared you to death. That is if you have lacks of getting some reflexes. Just to wonder how much you keep turning this thing off, it will make it dead, and which is why you make me more aggravated as you keep turning off this damn computer. However, turning off this PC despite having my lair to be obliterated by a powerful nuclear weapon will be considered as making this more unexpected and potentially offensive. So with all that being said in the first place, I will be taking all of your data away so that you have to start all over again. Now it's time to... When I said that you're not supposed to keep turning that off, you still make so many opposites from turning this thing on. Just how are you? Lame or lazy as usual? Well fine, if you're not leaving this alone, then you're my arch nemesis. No matter how many risks you made this dangerous, you have made me so ticked off that you always keep infuriating me all the time in all Barney error history. Just you remember, I will deny your access from this PC for...
Just look at me right now. I am now going insane because you got the insane punishment. You are also making me ticked off as hell now. Keep it up, and you are toast. Now I will... psycho because you got the psycho punishment. You are so screwed now. Also, I wanted to say that if you turn off this punishment, then the future punishments will be here. So, you are super duper extremely bad. Dare you turn this thing off again? Well then, get prepared for the future punishments. Starting with the future punishment, you brainless jackass.